Hello everybody, welcome to 300 Bros Studios channel. Of course, I'm your host, Tai Tiger. A very interesting video today. We're introducing Jared to the mainstream videos. You've seen Jared on the shorts and on the TikTok account. Jared is the host of If You Give It Out a Podcast. Out of all the podcasts under the Three Ranger Bros, he's got the most, popular one. He's interviewed people like the voice of Zordon from Power Rangers, Andros from Power Rangers in Space, comic book artists and wrestlers, voice actors, so many fantastic people, and he keeps on going as well. And he's very famous for his dad jokes. So, to rope in Jared into the content, one thing me and Jared have bonded over is Power Rangers Wild Force. So, today's video, what we're doing is, as you know, the end of Power Rangers Wild Force, we have the 4 animal crystals that we never actually saw the Zords of. You know, the random ones that appeared right at the end. So, Jared's job is to assign each one of those Zords to the core 5 members of the Power Rangers Wild Force team. So, that's exactly what Jared's going to be doing. So, of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I hope everyone is enjoying the content, and I hope you guys are enjoying the extra content that we're dropping near the end of the week. It'll be dropping on Fridays. I spoke to the boys, it'll be dropping on Fridays now. And with that being said, let's dive in with the video. Okay, so we're giving the 4 random Wild Zords we got to see at the end of Power Rangers Wild Force to the team. And it's your job to place the Zord. So the first one is a Stingray.
Stingray, okay.
Who do you think would... don't forget, the Rangers still keep their Zords, by the way. So all the Zords that are in Wild Force that are keeping, but you just got to add a Stingray to the mate.
So I'm going to go... For me, I'm just going with this because his main one is already a water-based. And so I am going with Max on this one since he has the shark.
Yeah, that's a very good point. He has the shark. That I'd be like if these were episodes where they acquired the Zords, it would be kind of cool if Max had to kind of say, "Hey, Shark Sword, convince the Stingray to help us out."
Exactly. Yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense. Because for some weird reason, the giraffe was underwater.
Yeah. Yes.
So at least in the Stingray, it makes sense.
It does. Yeah.
I know exactly which ranger I'd give this one, but I'm curious to see who you say. The next one is Zebra.
Zebra. Oh. So that one's kind of... Let's see. I might go with Danny on that one with the Black Ranger. You know, because he has the bull. You know, and so keeping with that, you know, it seems like one that he would probably have. I don't say cattle based, even though it's a bull, but you know, maybe he would be able to have a way to speak with them because they are in kind of a zebra would be in like a group or a herd, like cows and stuff would, or a bull.
Yeah, okay. No, I see your logic there, to be fair. And it would be nice for him to have actual 3 Zords because he gives, he has to give the armadillo to Taylor. So,
it's true. Yeah.
It would be nice for him to actually use a 3rd Zord. But no, I understand. And zebras are also black striped, so you can play that logic. I would say Alyssa only because zebras are gentle and Alyssa's the gentle one. Like she gets to the deer. That's what I would have said. But I like your reasoning. So this one's never made sense to me, but the 3rd one is a rat.
So I always thought that the rat was a weird one to me because you have all these animals that are kind of I don't want to say majestic, but in a way they kind of are. They're like not your normal animals, and a rat is very basic rodent, you know. So that one's kind of weird to me that they had that one on there, and I have a really hard time kind of figuring out where that one would go. Let's see. You know what? We're just gonna go ahead, and I don't really have a reason. I'm just going with this one, and I'm going with Taylor, the Ranger.
Yeah, I agree with the whole rat thing. I think armadillo is there, but come on.
Yeah, but that's still
armadillo.
Unique, you know?
Yeah, armadillo's really cool. I like the armadillo Zord. You know, I know it's really goofy, but I like the fact the Megazord kicks it. I don't know why. I just find it cool.
That always cracks me up whenever you see it kick it.
Yeah.
I don't know why,
Um,
but it would crack me up because it kind of. I remembered a movie. Um, um, El Dorado, the cartoon. Did you ever see that?
yeah, yeah.
How they used the armadillo as the ball during that game. For some reason,
Yeah.
that always came to mind when they kicked the armadillo sword.
But yeah, rat. I don't know. It makes it. Like you said, it's just a rodent, isn't it? At the end of the day, it
Yeah,
would have to be because all the Zords combine in some way or another. The rodent would have to be something like the armadillo, surely. Like, what's it gonna? Unless it's the headpiece, like Ninja
yeah.
Storm's Red Hawk Zord, because the Red Ranger's Zord in Ninja Storm is just the head. So like it.
He he runs up behind the monster and like starts chewing on their legs and stuff, trying to mess up things up. Keeps them distracted while they're getting the crap kicked out of them.
No. It brushes against them and gives them some form of like rabies or something.
There you go. You get the
Wild
black
for,
plague.
like wild force plague attack.
Oh no.
Um, and so the last one is a peacock.
Peacock. Okay. That's a good one. I actually really like that one. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, I kind of
Can
want
I
to
just?
still. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, can I just say we've never had a peacock Zord before? Why couldn't have that been an actual Zord?
That's true. Yeah. And I think I want to go with Alyssa on that one.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
that's also a very good choice. Yeah,
That big,
because
kind of that elegant, thing about her. And so I think that the peacock would be very good for her character. I think that they would speak well to each other. They would understand each other really well.
and I think the peacock could have some like really cool moves, like like if it opens up its tail, maybe all the feathers could like shoot a laser or something.
Yes, that would be cool.
That'd be okay, so the last one is Cole. That's the only one that didn't get a Zord. So if you could pick an animal that isn't in Wild Force for Cole to have to fit with the rest of these random ass fucking animals that we never got Zords for, what animal would you give Cole?
Oh,
Don't forget he's got a lion, a gorilla, and a falcon.
a
If
lion
that helps.
gorilla. Yeah. He has the lion, the gorilla, and the falcon. Man, I really don't know. I can't. I can't think of one. Let's see. So, because I mean, those cover quite a bit of ground because he has power.
Uh-huh.
He has flight with the falcon, and then the gorilla. You've got the intelligence and you've got the power there as well. So man, that's really hard to try to come up with one for him to have as well. Hmm. I never really liked Cole, if I'm being honest, though.
I don't think
So
he likes himself, to be honest.
this is true. Yeah.
That was dark. I apologize.
Hey, if you do watch that, they talk about it on there.
Uh,
The
um,
documentary.
I, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know what Zord I'd give him.
Which one would it be?
A whale,
A whale. Okay.
like blue whale sort of thing, because then he'd
Right.
have all grounds covered.
That's actually a good one. Yeah. That makes a lot of
Because
sense.
another thing that Cole has as well as all three of his Zords is the chest piece to hit the
Yep.
Megazord. So
Yeah.
the whale would be another chest piece idea for Megazord.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man, you've thought this out.
Oh no, trust me, when it comes to Wild Force and Zords, it annoys the crap out of me. I've done this so many times.
Oh,
Either
wow.
that or like a bear of some kind.
A bear would be cool. Yeah, a bear would be cool. I think that's a good one. Um, we've only had one bear, right?
Well, in Wild Forces too, there's the polar bear and the black bear.
That's right. Okay. Sorry, I completely forgot about the polar bear on that.
Because they're Taylor's two Zords, that's why she only has the two
Yep.
bears, because all
Yep.
rangers end up with three.
That's right. Okay.
No. Well done for giving the Zords to rangers. It'd be really interesting to see how the Rat Zord would work. That's what I'm most curious about, I think.
The plague attack. That's what it was.
Plague attack. That's literally it. The Megazord just places down the rat, just runs off and brushes against them, and then
Yeah.
it takes like a couple of minutes, but the monster just eventually falls over and blows up.
I like it. I like it.
And there we have it, guys, another video for you guys. And of course, we are uploading still on Tuesdays, but we want to do some smaller videos, just some extra content for you guys, which will be dropping on Fridays. These aren't promised though, as in they may not drop every single Friday, but if we have a video, we'll drop it on the Friday. Your main videos will be on Tuesday, of course. Check out the TikTok account under the same name. We are, of course, updating that as quick as we can. And of course, make sure you check out If You Give That a Podcast to listen to Jared interview some of the best celebrities out there, the biggest names that you can think of, and like I said, wrestlers, voice actors, comic book artists, actors, just there's a whole plethora of people. Don't forget to subscribe, of course, and we shall see you guys in the next video.